Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oh, I hope you're doing well. We're gonna check in one last time this evening. See what Spirit has for the collective. Spirit, what is it you would like the collective to know at this time? Please and thank you. Collective energy, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, Spirit, what is it you would like the collective to know at this time? Please and thank you. Well, okay then. Throwing stuff on the ground. We got the Ace of Swords here. So there is mental clarity about the Chariot reversed. So somebody's got mental clarity about somebody else's lack of control, aggression, and arrogance. There could be a new beginning, a cutting out of somebody who has a lack of direction. In the challenge position, we've got the Two of Pentacles in the upright. So there is a juggling. There could be some negotiations, balancing some decisions, weighing your options. In the subconscious, we've got the Moon in the upright. So something's, there's an illusion. Yeah, there's an illusion. So there's mental clarity regarding this, whoever this is, this Chariot reversed. Somebody's out of control and they're aggressive, and you know exactly what's going on. It's like you see it for what it is. You could be getting premonitions in the recent past. This came out and bounced out in the reverse. So we got a Two of Swords reversed. Somebody's choosing the lesser of two evils. There could be some confusion and some fear. Again, we got fear here in the subconscious. So yeah, somebody's very clear about this aggressive and arrogant individual, and there's fear around it. Worry, overload. Intentions and expectations. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. A financial opportunity. In the near future. We've got the Three of Swords in the upright. So there's a heartbreak, a divorce, betrayal. The lens is being looked through. The lens that's being looked through is a Knight of Wands. What are you doing? Knight of Wands. Charming and passionate. He just came in from outside. He was running around out there. So you're going to hear him panting and stuff. All right. So Knight of Wands. We've got somebody with high energy moving in, behaving unpredictable. They're fearless. They're charming. In the environment, wow, a whole bunch of cards came out. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Well, well, well. We got a Tower, so there's a sudden change. Yeah, swift sudden change. So this Tower is going to happen very quickly, like sudden, like ultra quickly. And this light is being shined on the money, on this Ten of Pentacles. My little lap dog. You're not so little, baby. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not so little. You're kind of a big boy. Yes, you are. You're kind of a big boy. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. Hopes and fears. Alrighty then, a whole bunch of more cards just came out. Hopes and fears. We got Judgment in the upright. So there's a new phase. Page of Wands. A new phase. Embarking on something new. A free spirit. Freedom. Limitless potential. So there's a rebirth. The Judgment's here. There's a rebirth. There's some. So this isn't like reckoning. This is like a rebirth. This is like coming into excitement. This is excitement and freedom. So, and then you've got the Queen of Swords here. So there's unbiased judgment. So you've got Judgment here, and then you've got this excitement and freedom, and then you've got the Queen of Swords with unbiased judgment and justice independent. So clear boundaries, very clear-minded communication. And in the outcome, Five of Swords, conflict. Winning at all costs, theft, abusive relationships, bullies. And a Nine of Swords. A Nine of Swords. Somebody's in anxiety and worry and depression over this Tower, over this Judgment. Collective energy, please, Spirit. What is the collective energy here? Collective energy. So yes, there's mental clarity, and a new beginning, perhaps, a cutting out of carelessness, a cutting out of aggression, a cutting out of arrogance, a cutting out of this lack of control, this lack of direction. Courtship. New beginnings. New beginnings with these couples. They have been tested, found to be true. So these are Ace of Swords energy. They got mental clarity in these new beginnings. They know who is who. They know that the people that are coming into these unions, that they've been tested. So they've been tested to see Those who have aggression, arrogance, who are careless, who have lack of direction, who have lack of control, they have been cut out. Like they've been cut out, surgeryed out. They've been like X'd out. And when it comes to these kingdom unions or the unions of this new cycle. Okay, I finally spit it out. And in the challenge position, you've got multiple priorities. There is negotiations and balancing decisions and a weighing of options. So there could be multiple opportunities. A community. This community may have been cut out because they were aggressive and arrogant. The truth has come out. There's fear and anxiety here and despair. Truth and clarity. These people here, they're connected to the higher realms. They see the truth. They know the truth. They can see through the illusion. And that's causing these arrogant, aggressive people fear and anxiety because, and concern. They're very concerned because these couples coming together, it could be one couple or multiple couples in this new cycle that are coming together who can see through the illusion. Their minds are strong. They have mental clarity. You can't jack them around. So we got a Two of Swords in the recent past. Again, you got confusion and fear. There's no right choice, the lesser of two evils. There's indecision. They don't know what to do about this. They weren't able to change. They weren't able to change the destiny of a child. They tried to stop the birth of a child, but they weren't able to change this. We've got the birth of the child. It's like these couples that are coming together, they have connections to the higher realms. They have connections to truth and clarity. They can see beyond the illusion. Their minds are strong. They have mental clarity. And they're going to have families. So this is a new mindset. Marriage. Ace of Pentacles. It's a new venture. It's a prosperous, abundant new venture. The families that these and the endeavors that these partners come into are going to be grand. They're going to be prosperous. They're going to be clear. There won't be any illusions or delusions. There won't be any games. This causes a heartbreak for this community. They're very concerned about this. They're going on a journey, or somebody's going on a journey. They're suffering a loss. Their chariot is in the reverse. The chariot of this community is in the reverse. But maybe that's just that these arrogant people. But there's a journey. So journey can be, and I've mentioned this in a couple of different things because I'm repicking it up in different ways. Like this is, these couples are coming together. They're very clear. They got very clear minds, and they're cutting out all of this arrogant, aggressive, careless crap that this community has been embroiled in. Community could be whatever, a friends group, a family, an environment, a particular whatever group that you're a part of. Journey. There's a journey there. You got a Knight of Wands here who's charming, unpredictable. You've got a mature man here. He's impulsive. Because there's a Tower here. There's swift change, sudden change, upheaval, quick decisions. The Hermit is shining a light on this Ten of Pentacles, on this domestic love and home. Like everything's being seen. It's like everything's being torn down and then rebuilt. Message of concern. Swift change, Tower, swift change. Judgment, rebirth, it's freedom, excitement, it's the unbiased judgment, justice, independent, clear boundaries, clear-minded. So you got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of clarity here. And this is exciting because this whole previous cycle of abuse is towering out. Tower. And yeah. But we do have here a Five of Swords on the outgoing energy. And we do have judgment, clarity, which brings conflict. Somebody still wants to fight because they're in a Nine of Swords. Yeah, they got somebody all up in they're all up in their thoughts. They're all up in their thoughts about this judgment, about this freedom, about this truth. Somebody's thinking about this Queen of Swords. They want to fight with her. They want to fight with her. It's so crazy. It's like some people want to fight so much that it's like their equivalent of love. It's like some people just want to love on the world. And some people just want to fight with those who want to love on the world. It's like, don't you do that, and it's weird. You got a false person here who's all about abusive relationships. Could be a wealthy man. A false person who's a wealthy man, bringing a Five of Swords, wanting to be in conflict with this Queen of Swords. He wants to be in conflict with this Queen of Swords. He's thinking about her. He's all up in her space, thinking about her. Trying to get in her head and stuff. About this sudden wealth. Because they're facing poverty. And you're expecting to get on this new pathway. This mature woman worked hard, double hard. She wanted to be seen as high honor, and she's in the courthouse. And this official person, maybe she was an official person, but now she's in bad health because she did a whole bunch of crappy stuff in the family room against this main female, and she's in despair because there's a coffin here. She's under adjudication about this gift that belongs to these lovers. She's a thief. going after this privileged lady and this main male, their great fortune. And they're facing imprisonment on the distant horizons. Yeah, because this unexpected income belongs to the house. And apparently those folks just don't belong to the house anymore because they're in a big tower. Everything they got is in upheaval, is crashing down. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Spirit, what is it you would like to tell the collective this evening with this particular deck? Collective energy, please, Spirit. Please and thank you. Now, don't be throwing half the deck on the ground. Collective energy, Spirit. Collective energy. Essential energy. Maybe we don't want to use this deck. I guess Spirit doesn't want to use this deck. Alrighty then, we won't use that deck. So you've got the courtship here in an Ace of Swords energy. Sharp, clear, brand new beginning, new ideas, successful breakthroughs, surgical decisions, cutting out aggression, lack of control, arrogance, carelessness. Surprise. There could be a surprise. Something got caught in the net. Whatever is in the net, it says 6,000 on it, so it's a heavy load. Whatever this surprise is, it's a heavy load. And it's in the water, so it's you know, when you got 6,000 pounds in the water, it doesn't necessarily feel like 6,000 pounds until you get it to the surface. And then it's like all of a sudden it's really, you can't manage it, right? So it's like all this aggression and arrogance and lack of control. It was hidden beneath the surface. It was like being carried by the water. So it seemed like it was nothing, right? And now that it's been cut off, surgically been removed from these beings who have mental clarity and they're coming together in union. They've cut out this arrogant, aggressive, and careless behavior. It's like all of a sudden now they're 6,000 pounds. It's being pulled up out of the water, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, holy moly, yeah, this is a surprise. What do we got here? And this is the weight that this community has kind of buried, and now they're wanting to negotiate. They're having to juggle multiple priorities that they've got going on because they had this heavy weight, but it was masked. It was hidden. It was it was floating in this body of water that was able to really hide the gravity and severity of what it is. Frivolity. They're challenged because they found it was fun. While they were collecting this 6,000 pound thing in this watery abyss, whatever, they thought it was fun. So this community had great fun, and now they're having to juggle all these multiple priorities, whatever that is. They got to manage their time. They got to weigh their options. It's like, oh no, what do we do now? Because it's like the waters have dried up. It's like whatever this is, whatever this carelessness, whatever this bag of, whatever this heavy 6,000 pound bag of stuff that they had floating around and masked and hidden is now like seen. And now there's fear and anxiety around it and concern. This person is really concerned because all of a sudden it's a massive amount of, like, there was no control, there was no discipline, there was no nothing, there was arrogance, and they just kept piling it all on, and they were hiding it within this thing that could carry the weight. But as soon as these couples cut off, it's like these are a bunch of stars or whatever. As soon as they got the mental clarity about what was going on, and they severed the cord, they cut the connection, they cut themselves off from what this community. All of a sudden, the community's like, oh no, because now these couples, they're not carrying this load. They're no longer carrying this load. So it's very obvious the monstrosity that they had hidden. This monstrosity of a surprise, of an arrogant and careless surprise that these ones had drummed up, is no longer being carried and hidden and managed by these couples. They cut them off. They're like, you carry your own crap. Servant. They lost their servant. They're concerned about a servant. They're concerned about a servant. Honey, what are you doing? What, you want to be in my lap again? Okay. All right. Okay. Jiminy crickets. Service. Look at that. You got servant, service, and there's no right choice. There's information overload. It's like those who are in service, the servants, and those who were in service. It's like there's confusion and fear and worry. The servants of these people are worried. They weren't able to effect a change. They were trying to hide a child or stop a child from being birthed, and they couldn't. There is an Ace of Pentacles here, a financial opportunity, a prosperous new venture for this marriage, this courtship. This got absolute mental clarity. We got widower here, but it flipped out in the reverse. So whatever they were doing to try to effect a change, they were not able to cause a widower before they were even able to get married. So they couldn't do away with one or the other of them. They couldn't cause somebody to be a widower. There is, however, a cutting off. This community is being cut out. There is a journey being made. They're found to be disloyal. They betrayed this union. They betrayed this child. They betrayed the entire community, betrayed their own dang selves. And all these servants, this servant and this service person, they don't know what to do now. They're concerned. They're in fear and anxiety about this. Whoa, all these cards just dumped all over the darn place. And, you know, I typically wouldn't take them, but I got lots of room here, so let's just do that. Alrighty then. So, they've been found to be disloyal. They betrayed this courtship and their future child. Okay, so they were fighting against joyfulness. They did not obtain the gift. Or they were joyfully fighting against these people and they didn't get the gift. Yeah, they're a foe. They're a foe. They're inconsistent and they're in sorrow. And we got 3 more cards here. What do we got? All in the reverse. They didn't get the fortune. They didn't get to go on the journey of this courtship. They weren't able to mimic them. And they weren't able to put these courtship, this marriage in despair. So they were not able to tap into the fortune. They didn't get the gift. They've been found to be disloyal. And they betrayed this couple and their future child. So they didn't get the fortune. They didn't get the journey. And they couldn't cause despair. They couldn't eliminate one of these people. They were not able to make them a widower. Huh. So you got a mature man here, an older man, and a Knight of Wands. So he's unpredictable. He's impulsive. He might come forward charming, trying to be sexy. Look at my wand. Trying to pick up a conversation. Hey, let's, chat for a while. Laugh for a while. There's a tower here, a sudden change. It's a swift, speedy change. They got a message of concern about that. And the Hermit's here shining a light on this 10 of Pentacles, on this financial wealth. Or there's somebody thinking a lot about this money. Wow, these cards just want to jump out, man. Wow, yeah, money. Money. 10 of Pentacles, money. What in the heck, guys? Are you serious? There's a tower here. A swift change. Like everything is like done. Finito. Right? The Hermit's here shining a light. There's a 10 of Pentacles. There's money. Okay, and you got Lover, House, Love, Reunion, and Cheerfulness. So it's like the complete annihilation of what was brings on this beautiful reunion, love, cheerfulness, wealth. Everything's got a light shining on it. Truth and clarity is out here. Queen of Swords. We saw that King of Swords out here somewhere. Oh no, Ace of Swords. So we got the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Falseness came out in the reverse. So this is true blue judgment. It's a rebirth is what this is. It's a free spirit. It's limitless potential. It's freedom. It's excitement. It's truth. And it's because falseness is in the reverse. And then you've got the Queen of Swords here, which is truth, unbiased judgment, justice, independent, clear boundaries, coldness, direct, and it's clear-minded, perceptive, communication and stuff. And then there's thoughts here. So somebody's thinking about this Queen of Swords, or somebody's trying to get into this mental body of this Queen of Swords because they're suffering a malady. They're suffering some sort of a malady. And they're a false person. It could be a wealthy man who wants to continue bringing conflict and upheaval to this circumstance. Yeah, he's a priest. He's a wealthy man. He's a false person. He's a priest. He wants to continue bringing conflict to this. Because you've got love, lover, house, reunion, cheerfulness, shining a light on stuff. You got 10 of Pentacles, loads of money. And there's a humongous tower very, very quickly. Right before all this rolls out. You got somebody all up in melancholy, man, because their life is falling apart and they're all mad because your life is coming together. They're having melancholy because this sweetheart here, they're having melancholy over this sweetheart. This merchant has to go see a doctor. They're all sad that their scholar, their work, their knowledge, gave them a misfortune. They suffered a misfortune. They're waiting and they're in need of consolation. They need to be consoled. They're getting the message. They're stuck in their thoughts about this child of their enemy. They're facing prison. Wow. There's a room here. A room? Something's happening in a room at the wedding. And it's going to bring a death for an old woman. This Lord and his wife are haughty towards a faithful friend, a hopeful young woman. This thief is a pleasure seeker. They're sending letters. They're sending letters. Nobody ever checks signatures anymore. I mean, not even presidential signatures. It's wild to me. Nobody ever verifies a freaking signature anymore. It's freaking crazy. And with the digital stuff, it's not even really necessary. It's like it's just obsolete. Nobody really cares anymore. Who's who? Although it seems that somebody cares. Somebody cares. Network. They had a network of people that were being aggressive and they were out of control, arrogant. Their 6,000 pound surprise is being pulled up and found to be this massive mess. A humongous mess. You can't even pull that up out of the water. It's so heavy. They thought it was really funny. And now they're weighing their options. They want to compromise. Third wheel. Third wheel enemies. Third wheel enemies coming against love, coming against divine union. These servants are concerned. They're in fear and anxiety. these service members, they're like the service, so these people who opened the doors and closed the doors for these wealthy privileged people who were hiding their atrocious deeds in some behind, they were hiding it behind these stars. It could have been that these stars, the essence and the energy of these couples that are now coming together, these kingdom spouses or whatever, these stars were bound and hiding the severity of this atrociousness. And now that those contracts are over and things are being seen, it's like, oh my gosh, you know? Nightmare in the reverse. They don't want to have a nightmare. They're in fear and anxiety. They don't want to be in a nightmare. They're very concerned, this servant. This service person is like choosing the lesser of two evils. They're confused. They're in fear. They're worried. They weren't able to affect a change. They were trying to stop the birth of this child. And eternal love. But they couldn't stop eternal love. It could be something that this service person, whoever was in charge of the comings and goings within the vehicles, they know something about a child and they're afraid because they couldn't make a change to this eternal love. This Ace of Pentacles is there. The prosperous, abundant new future is there. And this marriage is happening. They were not able to stop or to off or unalive one of these people. They couldn't make a widower out of somebody. They couldn't make a widower out of somebody. It's like two people were like tested. It's like they were like martyred and severely tested, and then they came out of that when the contract was over in the year 2023 or at the end of 2023, and now it's 2024. Well, these two people survived. They survived. Both of them survived. Neither of them were able to be martyred again and put back into that old cycle. They both survived. Neither of them are a widower, so they are both present here. Eternal love is present. They were not able to effect a change for this. They were taking bribes. They coached people. They advised people. They paid people. And they had a specific goal, which was to destroy this union and ensure that this child not be born, or that these future children not be born to these people who are coming together that survive, these light bearers, you know, the 144,000 or whatever. It's like those people who have that light within them, that love within them, that is just a phenomenal example of life, you know, and they survived and they're coming together. And this spark that is within both parties are going to actually create like a new generation of humans. Because in the previous cycle, it seems to me that one star was contracted with a karmic, and then that karmic would go off and be with other karmics while siphoning the spiritual inheritance out of that star, right? Well, now you got these stars are coming together. They're no longer with a karmic. So the children that were born of a star and a karmic, I mean, they're great and all that and super special. And I know, and I'm not criticizing any of that. I'm just saying that when you got two stars that come together, you got two full on freaking sparks coming, and then those two sparks come together and they multiply and they go bam. That's that big bang. That's the big freaking bang right there. That creates a whole new race of humans. That's the big bang. When you got two stars that come together and when they both explode into that creative moment, when they generate this child, that's a new species. And that's what's happening, and that's what they were fighting against. Because what you're going to get now is you're going to get more people that have that spark of light within them, and then those are going to be getting with these other people, even children born of a karmic and a star. I mean, when they get with a star, I mean, the likely is common sense. The more light you have within you, the greater the light is going to be produced, and so it just magnifies, right? It's like reverse. It's kind of like before, genetics have been watered down. It kind of like sifts down and gets down and gets down. And before you know it, you're like a 16th of 32 different whatevers. However that would work. A 32nd of 32 different whatevers. But whatever, okay? It's just like weird to me when I think about it because I don't really understand it, but I can see it. I mean, my inside of me somewhere, I can, it's just there. I can see it. And when I say it, it kind of sounds bad. But at the same time, it makes perfect sense to me. So, okay. Anyway, somebody wants to compromise. This card came out again. They didn't get the fortune. They didn't get the journey. They're in sorrow, this foe. They're not constant. They were fighting against your joyfulness, trying to obtain your gift. But they couldn't put you in despair. So now they're suffering and they're being separated from you. They're going on a journey. They'd like to get a compromise. You got a Knight of Wands here behaving unpredictably. It's a mature man wanting to have a conversation. Fright. Sudden change, swift change. Tower. Message of concern. There's sweet dreams here for this lover. They're in the house with all that love and reunion, cheerfulness. The Hermit's here with the 10 of Pentacles, all kinds of money. You got Judgment here. The truth is out. The truth is exposed. And Judgment isn't really judgment. It's a rebirth. It's a rebirth for those who are true. And it's all this excitement and freedom, unlimited potentials. The Queen of Swords is here with the truth. Very clear-minded, but you have this fellow here that's having malady. He's sick and he's thinking of her. Fate. He couldn't tap into her fate. He's not going to share her fate. He's sick. He's a priest. He's a false person. He's a wealthy man, and he wants to fight. He was trying to steal. He was hiding all this crap that he was so careless about. And I'm saying he, but only because it's a man on the card and there's a female that he's thinking about, and you got the Queen of Swords right there, and it says wealthy man right here. So, and priest is a masculine on the card, and then this is a masculine. So I'm, that's the way I'm reading it. But anyway, there's that. So yeah, there's wants to apologize. Not going to be sharing your fate. They're in danger. They're in danger. Or there is danger. Got to use caution regarding a ritual. You persevered through a ritual and now they're mentally disturbed. You're going to move into your real estate with your partner. These ones are really arrogant and they're sick because you are a sweetheart and you have unconditional love. They were wearing masks pretending to be you, but now they've lost. They've lost. And they've caused a lot of damage. They may have lost a pet. You've been promoted. You've been shown a kindness. And they want to apologize. Somebody wants to apologize to you because there's a death here. Because this is over. All of those who collaborated against you are being stopped. And you've got a new vow. Relax. They're being rejected. There's evidence of everything that they did for their fantasy, and they're bound to their commitments while they were trying to dominate you, and they're confined. You're going to be having, they're confined, and you're going to be having some joy, and you're getting married. Eternal love. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one off. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Have a great night.